Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, my name's Megan. Today we're doing something that I do a little bit too often. Like really, I do this like every single month, which is, if you probably already know what I'm doing. I don't know why I'm like acting like I'm gonna keep it like a surprise or something. I should start doing that. Like, no. But I need something to get like people's attention. I'm not gonna get any attention if I just leave my titles blank. I'm reorganizing my bookshelves, as well as I'm going to give you a tour of every single book that I own. This is gonna be the first official bookshelf reorganization, my very first one, and definitely not the last. I was staring at these for too long and I started to hate them. That's how it happened. So, without further ado, for my new followers, for anybody who doesn't really pay attention to me, I technically have 3 bookshelves, however 2 of them are in my room. So first off, we have this is not a floating shelf. This is a rotating bookshelf. It matched the rest of my furniture, and I wanted a white bookshelf, but it doesn't match my furniture, and I'm not buying all new furniture. So we're mainly going to organize this. There's some books back here, shoes, yeah. And if we turn over here, we have this, which is mainly my TBR, for being honest. But yeah, our first order of business is to take all the books off of all the shelves. So these are all my books. Don't have that much, but I am terrified for when I move out and I have to, because I'm planning to move out in 3 years. So like the fact that this is my collection after just like, I guess 2 years technically, this is probably gonna double in size, and then that's gonna be terrifying. But anyways, what I wanna do, especially for this one, these decorations, like, this is Christmas. I want to move them. I want to keep those books there. That needs to move. I always keep 2 books, like, I don't know if you guys can see. Let me change. I always keep like 2 or a few books up here. So I want to leave max for up there. So we're going to put L maybe there. Thing is, maybe I should just keep her with Mike. Hold on. I'm not really gonna change my decoration on this shelf. Like, I literally have a monster can. I wanna throw that away though. Our next step is to organize all the books. Wait, I've never looked at that cover. Okay, anyways. I want to organize these. I usually used to do like romance, fantasy, and then series, which I guess is kind of technically what I'm doing right now. I just organized them all into kind of piles, I guess, if you want to describe it. I have the I have the fantasy kind of series, so we have all those. Then beside it is Percy Jackson. These are my fantasies. I also have Invisible Life down there. You can't really see it. Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I didn't know to classify as that, because, she technically lives. She's immortal. So I would consider it, yeah. Right here is my, sport romance. I didn't know what to classify the King's Men as, because it's not exactly, a romance, but it does have to do with sports. So I'm just counting it. This is just alone because it's, a Halloween romance, and I kind of want to put it up on that shelf because it has the Halloween spirit. These are my I guess technically that should go over there. These are just romances I didn't know how to categorize. This is Dark Academia. These right here, my summary romances. It is a horror, and right next to it I kind of have the thriller category. That's my LGBTQ plus romances. These didn't know where to place in. This is Perks of Being a Wallflower is coming of age. That's a memoir, and it ends with us. I couldn't classify it as romance. And then historical romance. And I think that covers my stack. I've always had the King's Men and If We Were Villains up on that little floating shelf up there. So I think I'm going to put them back up because I think that they look pretty together. And they're two of my favorite books that I've read online, and I had to buy a copy of it. I'm starting with this bookshelf because I feel like it's going to be easier to organize. I think I wanna keep all the pretty books to be in the front. So I've always had fantasy here, and I think I want to keep it that way. So we're gonna organize fantasy, and their books are gorgeous. So we'll put Cruel Prince because that's the only book I have in the series. Let's get Shadow and Bone there too. See, I like the Sage and Storm on the front. It looks pretty. Okay. So Invisible Life is gonna go on my other shelf. I'm gonna put romances next. I want to get the I'm gonna do the Addicted to You. The Addicted to You series is beautiful, and next to the fantasy, that's amazing. What's next? I feel like It Ends With Us might look really pretty there. What about this on my turn pretty? Okay, that's cute. That's cute. It's I'm technically still reading those. Well, I need to read those two books. Decisions. So this is the main shelf scene, and then this one also. Should I put my Percy Jackson? We'll put Percy Jackson. because I was tired from organizing. Believe it or not, it didn't take me that long. Actually, it makes sense because I don't have that many books and I don't have that many bookshelves. But anyways, we're going to go through every single book that I have. This is going to be a little bit annoying because I'm going to have to keep adjusting you guys, and it's going to suck explaining the bottom 2 rows, but I might just have to do like vlog style for those. But anyways, this is my favorite shelf, and then I like this. That's okay. But let's just roll it over. This is so much fun. So we have Crooked Kingdom here, the collector's edition. I really want to get the 6 of Crows collector's edition as well, but you know, these are pretty expensive, so I don't know yet. Might just get the paperback. We'll see. We have Midnight Library here, which I actually DNF'd. I just couldn't get into it. I might try again because I loved the concept, but like just the way it was written just wasn't hitting with me. Like it didn't entertain me that much. But we have the first book in the I don't know what series it's called. Is it just called Crow Prince trilogy? That trilogy. I had The Crow Prince, the first book. I didn't really enjoy this book, and then I read the second one online because I saw somewhere that the second book is better than the first book, but I didn't want to take that risk since I didn't really like the first book. So I read it online for free, and I didn't like it, and thank God I didn't buy it because that would have been a waste of my money. And then we have Shadow and Bone and Sage and Storm. I have read also the third book, but I didn't buy the physical copy. I didn't really like the books. I like the 6 of Crows duology so much better. This is a trilogy that takes place before 6 of Crows. The show has a weird setup where it's set in the same time, which is really weird. But yeah, I definitely like 6 of Crows better. But I really like this because it's kind of like that fantasy kind of vibe, and it's just, I love it so much. Fantasy covers are so pretty. Like, look at that. Okay, over here is a romance section. So I don't know if you guys can see. Oh, I'm touching my blinds. I have Addicted to You, and then I have Ricochet and Addicted for Now. 3 books of the Addicted series. I just, in my recent vlog, read Addicted to You, and yeah, go watch that video. My most recent one, it's the reading the highest and lowest rated books on my book TBR, and yeah, and let me know if you want a reading vlog of Ricochet and Addicted for Now because I'd love to do that. Also, I never realized how much smaller Ricochet is compared to the next 2 books. Like, Addicted for Now, how long? Oh my god, wait a second. We have Lauren's point of view. Okay. I didn't see anything. Actually, I did. We have It Ends With Us, which the more that I think about this book and the more that I hear reviews about, I don't really like it anymore. And then we have the Summer I Turned Pretty series. So we're going to move down here. I have to move you guys so you can see as well. I have to sit down for this. So, first off, we have The Glass Castle, which I tried to read it a few years ago, and then I just didn't end up reading it. It was too above my range, but I loved the movie very much, and it's a memoir. It's also got a ruined cover, which really bugs me. And then we have the Percy Jackson series. I have read the first 2 books. I still have to read the last 3 books. And then we have Midnight Sun, which I loved so much as a kid, but now I don't really care for it anymore, but I still have it. Yeah, over here is my kind of fantasy, and this is not fantasy, my kind of thriller section, plus just a romance. We have Her Name in the Sky. This is actually one of my favorite books, like, ever. It's a really good book. I highly recommend you read it. We have the Inheritance Game series, and then we have A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. Yeah, I said that right. Which I have not read yet, but I'm pretty excited to. I am, as I said, reading Addicted, so I kind of want to go through one series at a time. So now moving on to this shelf, which I might have to take my camera off and just speak to you guys without seeing my face. So on the side one here, let me unblur you guys. We have People We Meet on Vacation, which it's probably one of my least favorite books. I just didn't really enjoy it. Where the Crawdads Sing, I've talked about it. The Deal is one of my favorite books, like, ever. The Perks of Being a Wallflower, Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, and then Song of Achilles, which was also in my highest and lowest rated book video. If we turn over here, we have My Policeman, Tell Me Three Things, Love in Other Words, Red, White, Royal Blue, which one of my favorite books, like, ever. And then There Were None, and They Both Die at the End. I DNF this book. Love this book, love that book. This book is good. I read this for school, and that book I loved as well. And then down here is like my dedicated Harry Potter section, because, oh, there's also, this is my random section. So I hate this book of Harry Potter. I will never touch it. We have Heartstopper, which I feel so bad for putting Heartstopper, like, down here, but I don't know where else to put it, and that's the only copy that I own, but I have read all the books. And then we have Stephen King's It. I DNF'd this. Like, I think my highlighting stopped, like, halfway through this book. I couldn't deal with it. Do you see that chunk of a book? No way. That's like 1,000 pages. And then we get to the first, second, third, fourth Harry Potter book. And then you turn over here. We have the rest of the series. And fun fact, I've never finished the last book. I might do a reading vlog of it. I feel like that'd be really cool. But let's turn this back over. This is, oh, my tripod is, oh, also, I have The King's Men and If We Were Villains up there. They look so cute. This is the overall rotating bookshelf. And then if we turn over here, we have just a little pumpkin, little Mike Wheeler, My Dog Chewed His Body. We have these fake little books. You can actually contain stuff in it. And if you can see, I have a bunch of these little mushrooms. Over here, I wanted to put the XX up here, but it doesn't fit up there. So we have, this is a very small amount. You saw some of my TBR over there, but these three are my TBR. The XX I've already read. If You Have Been With Me, Magnolia Parks, and The Invisible Life, I have not read. And usually I'll keep whatever book I'm currently reading over there, but I'm not reading a book right now. So there's no book over there. Thank you guys so much for coming along on this little reorganizing with me. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next week for another video.